Hi guys, welcome back to Kerbal Space Simulator. Kerbal Space Program, I always call it Simulator, with me, Walls377. Now what I'm going to do is go to Dres, I've never been there before, figure out exactly how to get there. I don't believe it's got an atmosphere, so what I'm going to do now is just create a vessel capable of going to Dres. Now I've never done it before. Dres is one of those places that sounds cool, so yeah, why not? So we're going to start off with a lander pod, and also we're going to have some fuel there. That's nice, looking good. And we want, oh cool, got space junk bays. So a lot of these items are non-stock that I've also got. I'll try and stick to stock parts, but it's so useful to have other bits on there. So do excuse me if I don't use all stock. What I'll do is in here, we always want power, so we'll add one of those, and we always want SAS, so we'll put on one of those. Cool, so there we have it. That's a nice, quick, easy thing we've got going there. What we might want to do is, because it's a deep space mission, we're going to run out of fuel pretty damn quickly. So what I want to do is get on some fusion. Fusion? Not fusion. We want to get on some nuclear. That's what I meant. So I want 3 nuclear engines. Which one's the nuclear? That one's the nuclear. Put that on 3. There we have it. 3 nuclear engines. Now people don't use them a lot for normal missions. There's a very good reason for that. It is because if I was to launch now, so here we are. I'm going to throttle up. I'm going to turn SAS on, and in 3, 2, 1, ignition. And there, oh god. And that's why we don't use nuclear engines. They do not have enough thrust to do anything really. But when you're in space, there's no gravity, so you can. Well, there is gravity, just not a lot of it. So you can get where you want to go. So let's revert to vehicle assembly. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is keep recording, but I'm going to show you a montage of the ship that I'm going to design. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so this is the finished lander. This is going to go all the way to Dres, if I can be lucky enough to do it. So Genvis Kerman is going to be going, and he is already loaded into the Capella pod at the top. And all we need to do now is sort out the staging. So this is how it's going to work. Firstly, when I hit go, let's just add these struts on, because I want these to separate first, so we better put these on. We'll put on one set there, another set there if possible. Oh, I don't like the way those struts look. Move it. Oh, I might be unlucky here. Maybe it'd be okay. We'll put some there and another set there. What we might find is when I launch this whole center bit, so this bit here just sinks under the pressure. In fact, that's just giving me an idea as well. What we might find is that this gets very wobbly because it's quite a large thing. So I'm just going to put on these struts that will hopefully give it a bit of stability as it goes up. And the same with this. I might just point down there. There we go. So at least everything's kind of, tethered down. So hopefully that'll be okay. Next we're going to do, give it a quick save. So firstly, we want all of these to undock at the same time and all the engines to fire, all the main sails to fire. So we want those 6 to fire. We want those 6 to fire. And the center one we want to fire as well. Now, as these fire, what we want is all the fuel to go into the middle one. So this is called onion or asparagus staging. And what's going to happen is that as we fly up, what you'll find is that the outer tanks will drain first, and the inside tank, as all of these start falling off due to the staging that we're going to be implementing, what will happen is that the center ones will retain more fuel where all the fuel has drained into them, and that will be quite cool. Hopefully we've got enough delta V here to get to Dres. There's only one way to find out, and that is trial and error. I've also attached a scanner there. That should help. There's literally no RCS on here whatsoever, which is something I've forgotten. So I'm going to have to do that now. The way I'm going to do that is move this whole thing down, put a massive tank there, bring it all up, attach it. This doesn't need RCS because what I've got is the ACS there, which should give us some momentum to move the smaller part of the ship. But for the large part, we will need little control nodules, these things here, little thruster blocks, and we'll put some there and further down here to create a turning effect when we need it, and we'll put some on the outer as well, if I can actually get one there, oh, one, come on, one there, and one at the very bottom. You try and put these around your center of mass. A bit difficult for us because we can't really do that, but we can certainly try. We'll put some around the battery there, and also we want this little DAD or whatever it's called, a little MecJeb radio. Not 3 of them, only need 1. That's going to go there, and I think we're nearly there. So our guy can get all the way out. He can get back up. He's got fuel. He might need a bit more RCS because after this stages we're going to lose that tank, so we're going to put a bit more RCS on in the form of this tank. We'll put 1 there and 1 there. Lovely. There is space on here for other stuff, but we'll try and keep it relatively simple for now. Let's give that a quick save. So all of this is going to be going at the same time. Then we have the outer staging, then we have the inner staging, then after all of that we have that one there, then Okay, so this needs splitting up. Then we want the main sail engine, and we've also got the 3 other nodules, and we can switch these around later, and then later on, when we come back to Earth, we can use that last stage. So let's have a launch and see. Okay, so our SAS on, throttle up, not too much, down a little bit. Now what we can do is we're going to use MecJeb for this. Now MecJeb, I don't know how much hate people have for MecJeb, but it makes the game a hell of a lot easier. It also teaches the game because you can see what it's doing. Now I have been playing this for quite a while and I'm more than comfortable with launching this myself and going to Dres. However, I want to use MecJeb purely because of ease. So I'm going to put on the ascent guidance. Close that. Take off that. And I've got to put in the stuff. But altitude, which is what we're going to go for, we'll leave that at 10,000. Prevent overheats. Limit to terminal velocity, which is fine. Corrective steering. We can limit acceleration to, let's say, 100. We'll take that off actually. Auto stage, 2 stage, 1, 2, 3. Stop at stage 3. Auto warp, edit sent path. We don't want to do that. Okay, so I think we can engage autopilot. And what this is doing is waiting for launch. So I'm going to get ready with the spacebar, and we are going to launch in 3, 2, 1. Make rocket go now! Wow, bit loud. It's a bit loud, but that's okay. Got lots of thrust there. It seems remarkably stable. I'm using the quantum struts, you can see at the top. And they're very, very good at keeping things rigid and straight. Without those, this thing would be rocking all over the place, rocking and rolling. Don't want that. I'm going to turn this... sorry, I'm shouting there. I'm going to turn this noise down a little bit. So spacecraft down. Apply, close, resume flight. And there we go. It is kind of majestic, isn't it? I'm getting some freezing, some stuttering. That's not too bad. But pretty much, MecJeb's going to take over, and I am just going to sit back and watch this thing go. So you'll notice in a minute that the angle of attack will change slightly. There you go. No, that's not me. That's MecJeb doing that. Hopefully it will stabilize. Stabilize. There's gimbaling on those struts, so it knows what it's doing. I certainly hope it knows what it's doing. Okay, it's just auto-staged. We've had a collision. Oh dear. Okay, this is going to go south. Right, I'm going to disengage all of this, and at least we can save Genvis. Don't worry, Genvis. You're safe hands. Here we go. It's strange, isn't it? Stop rotating. Can I put on RCS? I can. Stop rotating. It's funny, although all this chaos, through all the chaos, it's so quiet. Alright, let's put on SAS and get some, get us upright. And slow ourselves a little bit. Can we get towards the space center? Bit more towards there, please. Because otherwise Jeb's gonna... Okay. And there we go. Well, I don't know if that will make it back to the... back to shore, but Genvis is going to be okay at least as he flies down to his watery grave. To be fair, they've got boats and stuff on standby. He'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I hope that doesn't hit a building. It's my only worry now. It shouldn't do that. It says 3K, so I don't think that's anywhere near. Whoa, flippy floppy. That's because I've got SAS on. Let me just take that off and it will settle down to... a natural kind of position. Oh, look at that. See, this is good planning. See, we've got lots of contingency in effect, and that's what you want. So let's, if we revert our flight now, back to launch. Now comes the turn. Remember, he's not going to auto stage, so we're going to have to do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to initiate a spin. I'm going to turn on RCS and initiate a spin, if I can. Don't think MecJeb's going to let me. There we go. I tried to do a spin. I think it worked. It looks like it worked. There was only a little bit of thrust and stuff, but those tiny, minute things that you do have a massive difference, especially with big objects. Well, even more so with small. I don't know why I said that, because it's about, you know, F equals ma, force equals mass times acceleration. So the mass, the more force you need to get any acceleration. So look at these bouncing about all the place. It was probably would have been a good idea to keep some quantum struts at the bottom. But some of them are broken somehow. I didn't think that was possible, but hopefully this will maintain correctness for what we need it to do. If we go to our map mode, we can see the arc that it's creating. Now, this is a standard inclination arc. This is absolutely fine. Looks a bit weird. I don't know about you, but I tend to go straight up and then turn. But this always does it this way. Apparently it's a lot more efficient. And what it will do is it will keep going and wait until this gets to about 100 or so. Loads of fuel left. Hopefully. He is having trouble steering. I'm going to turn on RCS for him. Keep an eye on our monopellant volumes. Oh, right. We've just lost an engine. I'm going to have to disengage autopilot. Wow. Let's bring throttle down. Jesus, another one. Well, I'm very sorry, everyone. Second time. Let's try third time lucky, maybe. Hey guys, just checking in. Mission to Dres under commencing now. Under operation, I guess I was going to say. So here we go. This is MecJeb, and it has plotted a course for us to leave Kerbal. If you look in the top left, you'll be able to see time has gone by for 42 days, 72 days even. And what this is doing now is it will be trying to match this course in purple. It's got a long burn to do. We're looking at a 1 minute 6 seconds burn. And here the burn comes. Just exceeded the moon. Now Minus is approaching, and it stopped for some reason. I don't know why it stopped. Let's have a look. We're out of fuel. I did not expect that to happen. There's going to be an issue. Decoupling. Engage. Right, I'm going to keep it like that. This burn just went up to 6 minutes. So, I don't know if that's even achievable in this run for 6 minutes. We'll soon find out. I'm going to stop recording now, and after the burn, or when the burn comes to a close, I will let you know. Bye for now. Hello guys. The burn has just completed. Indeed, as Kurt would say. So, it's just a matter of time, I guess. That's it. I mean, you know, the burn's done. We still got plenty of fuel. So I don't see there's going to be a problem. I'm increasing. Excuse me. I'm increasing time. Remember, we still got 2 full fuel tanks here. These are full. There's an awful lot of fuel there if we need it. So, you know, I wouldn't worry. In fact, if I slow down time, what we can do is we can alt right click on these tanks and actually fill up our smaller tanks. And look how fast these are filling up and how slowly these are draining. That's because these are so much smaller. They're about 3 times smaller. So we've got loads of energy, loads of fuel left. And that was really what I wanted to do. I didn't want to be stuck halfway to Dres. But this is going to give us, I mean, you can see this now filling up down here as well in staging area. So this is going to give us plenty of power to land with. I don't know anything about Dres. I don't know what the gravity's like. I could be making a massively noobish mistake, and that when we get there, it's just the gravity's going to be too much, and these 3 rockets just aren't going to be enough to repel. But that's half the fun of finding out, isn't it? Oh, we've run out there, so I'm just going to switch to my secondary fuel tank here. Done. Okay, so now if I go back to the map, we can see that we've got an awfully long way to travel. I'm going to put up the speed here. Let's go down into the system view. Oh, where are we? Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Stop. Is that us? That's us there. No, we didn't get very far. Could you put the focus over there, please? Hello, focus. Oh, I don't know how to change focus. Double click, double click. Okay, it's tab. Tab is the button. Oh, focus Dres. The ship or the planet? The planet. Something else. Whoa, there's lots of... That's it, is it? Oh, God. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay, so reverse cycle, shift tab. Oh God, that's mapped to... Right. So that needs some work. Ah, Minmus. Juna, Ike, Dres, Jewel. This only seems to... That is... Look at this system! Holy moly! That looks like a gas giant. I'd love to send a probe to that place one day. Maybe we can do that in another time. But I'd love to be able to focus on Dres here. Will not let me focus on Dres. If I go back to the Space Center. Ah, warning, you're in flight. Cancel. Oh my... Resume flight. Ah, what's going on? I haven't just done something, have I? I have. I've flown out of... it was like shift tabbing. For God's sakes. What a pain in the backside this is. Look, I can't... How do I switch? Switch! I want to fly my ship. Unbelievable. Right, I am just going to have to... This is how... I've got to go back to the Space Center. I can't believe it's come to this, but there you go. To sort out that. That's annoying. To be fair, it's the first time I've ever struggled with that, so yeah, maybe I'm just being a noob. Okay, so let's get this on the roll. We're going to speed up time a little bit. And here we go, overtaking Kerbal. And hopefully we're going to transfer to Dres in a minute. Now, I'm going to pause it here, excuse me, and do some corrections here. Manual corrections. Sometimes needed. Oh, there's something there, isn't there? Oh no, that's back where I started. Okay, nothing there. Let's go down again. Nothing there. So there's no Dres here. I'll move this around a little bit. Anything? Nothing. So where is it expecting to cross paths? Because none of those are particularly in line. Let's bring it down a bit. And forward a bit. Anything happening? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so I'm going to have to use MecJeb again. We get out the maneuver node editor, not mode editor, maneuver planner. Get rid of that. And we are going to, if we use a Hoffman transfer, set as target, create node. Dear, okay, that doesn't look right. Let's move to a different one. Removal nodes. Return from a moon, match planes with target. Match planes with target could be good. Transfer to another planet, create node, and execute. Is it doing anything? It is moving. But I can't see any nodes or anything. Is it just floating? Removal nodes, create node and execute. It's not doing that. So, have I messed this up? Fine tune closest approach to target. Create node. Oh, there we go. Okay, execute next node. Here we go. Okay, stop. 3 minutes. Speed up a little bit. Whoa, okay. MecJeb took over. 2-minute burn? Is that right? Oh my god. Okay, fair enough. Must have been me. I must have, I guess because I burnt out earlier in the orbit planning phase and caused a small miscalculation. The longer you leave it to correct it, the more delta V you need to expend in order to correct it. It's always best making the tiny maneuvers very early on. Now, you know, have masses and masses and masses of effect on your trajectory. Easy for me to say. But we've got loads of fuel. I think this is a mistake that I'm not going to be too worried about. It seems like this is going to work nicely. And at the end of the day, the final distance is going to be, you know, 100 kilometers. So I'm quite happy with this. So we're just going to let this burn out, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys, welcome back, and we are entering the influence of Dres. It's been 275 days. That's nearly a year-long mission to explore strange new worlds, and this is the first one. And here we go. We are about to enter the influence. Whoa, 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 let's slow down there. Oh, let's everything settle down. Everything settle down? Okay, now, that little thing over there, you can barely see it, is Dres. Now it's going to time warp. This is my favorite feature of MecJeb, is that it will time warp to the nodes and then execute them for you. Like I said, I don't mind executing them myself, but the fact is I don't really enjoy waiting around for half an hour for these things to kind of work. I mean, at the moment I'm watching Oblivion in the background. That's kind of the way I can cope. So here we go. MecJeb is about to start burning. What it will do is it will wait until whoa, it's burning now. That is a huge burn. I don't know why it's burning for 6 minutes. Okay guys, we've I tried to get a circular orbit going with Dres, but we have run out of fuel, so I need to do a quick fuel transfer. I kind of like these manual fuel transfers because it feels more kind of manual. Obviously, that's a silly thing to say, but if you know what I mean, there's a lot that can be automated in this game, and the fact that this can't, I mean it can, you can put some, oh get out of my way, you can put some like fuel pipes and stuff there, but then you know it's hard to manage it, kind of lose track of how much fuel you've got in each of these fuel cells, but by transferring it manually you at least keep tabs on it in a nice way. So yeah, these are just filling up and it's nearly done. Fuel. And we've got the last one to do. Pump these for the fuel. And this is going to be our last fuel transfer because we haven't got anything left. It's this and that's it. We have to land. So I will be using the landing functionality that we have here. MecJeb supplies it. I'll show you how that works. And here we go. I'm going to quick save. Now we've done the fuel transfer as we have instructed it to. And then we can think about the landing. Take away that. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful as it comes in. You can see the amount of delta V coming down here. So meters per second, of course, being a measure of velocity. Delta V, delta meaning difference, which is signified by a little triangle. So whenever it says delta to you, what's the delta? Just means what's the difference. You hear it a lot. Well, anyway, in my field of work. Sorry guys, I've just been talking to myself this whole time. My microphone wasn't on. But as you can see, we've deorbited now, and we're coming in to land at the predicted and the site that I have marked in red. Here it comes. I'm going to wait until we are at... Actually, I'm just going to keep in this view now. So, here we go. I'm going to put the gears down, or the landing struts down. Here they come. No, they're not, because we're fast forwarding. I have to wait. Come on, slow down. Here we go. Lowering landing struts. Beautiful, textbook. And now MecJeb is going to slow this beauty down. Wait a minute, let me just, so I can keep in contact. That's better. This is going to slow down now. As you can see here, the orbit is slowing down by nowhere near quick enough though. I'm going to enable the... What happened then? I've enabled the secondary boost. I don't think it's slowing down quick enough, to be honest. There's no fuel left in there. This could be mission failure. We just don't have enough delta V to slow down. Nowhere near enough. Maybe MecJeb knows what it's doing. Maybe it doesn't. We're going to find out. Okay, so let's have a look at the map. We are very, very close. So if you weren't burning, this arc here would remain static. But because we're burning, this arc is decreasing. And we will be 100% still when this AP reaches the top of the craft, which is where you want to be as you set down. Now it's very difficult because obviously you want to keep an eye on what your craft is doing, so you know where the ground is, because that's not always at zero at water level. You need to keep an eye on any potential rocks and stuff on the surface. You need to keep an eye on your trajectory. I'm always going to struggle with that word. You need to keep an eye on where you want to land and where you are landing. We're off by quite a bit purely because of the miscalculation I made. But that actually seems to work in our favour because we seem to be in a relatively flat area. And here we go, we're coming down now. I'm going to turn the lights on so we've got something to see as the ground gets closer. And we're really, really close now. And what I do like about this mod is that it doesn't waste too much. There's our shadow, it doesn't waste too much fuel. So it always waits until the last minute. Look at this, I'd be petrified right now and getting this down. But MecJeb doesn't, it knows exactly what it's doing. It does one big last burn, puts this down to a nice easy amount, and then we'll land just as this fuel runs out. This is going to be perfectly timed. Here we go. Do not mess up, MecJeb, please. 3, a bit of wobble there. 2, I'm not touching anything. MecJeb is landed on its own. That is 100% MecJeb. Brilliant. Cool. I enjoyed that. Now, let's extend these bad boys. Extend the panels. Okay. Now, I have no idea if we're on a Kethane deposit or not. Okay, no idea. But I'm hoping that we are. And we're about to find out. Watch the Kethane bar. And we are. That is hell of lucky. What I was doing, I kind of guessed. I was using the bugged overlay. And if you zoom out, you can just about see the pattern there. Can you see the pattern? As I zoom out, you can see where it's white and where it's green. I tried to guesstimate where the green was based on how I was discovering those paths. Apparently I did quite a good job. I'm very happy with that, because that makes our lives a hell of a lot simple. I don't have to send a rescue ship. This can be an open and shut case. Now first, let's get these ladders down, because we've got someone that has a mission. Quick save when that ladder's down. F5. And here he comes. Came all the way to Kerbal, all the way down to Dres. And it's been a long, hard slog of a trip. He's had to eat space food for over a year, I think it's been. And he couldn't be more happy to stretch his legs. Beautiful work. Beautiful game. Look how far that sun is away. And here he is. Lovely stuff. He's going to jump, and look at that low gravity. Oh yeah, look at that. We can probably get into orbit on this alone. And there he is. Standing in awe of the good ship Lollipop. It's not called Lollipop, it's called Dres, so I wouldn't get confused. And here he goes! Whee! Yeah! I guess he wants to plant a flag. Where are you going to put it? I guess you should put it at the landing site. Look how happy he is! Okay, let's land. Whoa. There we go. And plant that flag. Da, 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 da. Yeah! Booyah! Site name. I am really unimaginative. Landing. Ooh, landing site Alpha. Let's spell it with an F. That's how they spell it on Kerbal. Yay! Woohoo! Sweet, come on, back to Kerbal you go. It came a long way, and I think it's been worth the trip. A lovely view. Unfortunately, he can't do a lot of work. I mean, you know, we could leave the ship here, in fact, and leave this guy up here. But you know, without a habitat and stuff, it's a bit cruel to leave him sitting in the lander can. Whoa. It's a bit cruel, but let's retract the ladder. Retract the ladder. We don't need ladders up here. Not with all this. Here we go, up here. Retract that last ladder. And board your ship, young man. And there we go. So, all we need to do now is refuel and we're off again. So, I hope you enjoyed this quick mission to Dres. Again, I mean, it's very easy to do if you've got MecJeb. If not, it's very hard and time costly to wait for the burns and do everything else yourself. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this, do watch some more. My name's Wall377. I hope you've enjoyed. Bye for now.